Prophecy, a day for a year principle. As already announced in the video Prophecy from the Old Testament, the basics, this video deals with the so-called a day for a year principle. What is a day for a year principle? This principle states that one day in a prophecy corresponds to 1 year. The following verses form the basis of this principle. After the number of the days in which he searched the land, even 40 days, each day for a year, shall he bear your iniquities, even 40 years, and ye shall know my breach of promise. Numbers 14:34. And when thou hast accomplished them, lie again on thy right side, and thou shalt bear the iniquity of the house of Judah 40 days. I have appointed thee each day for a year. Ezekiel 4:6. This principle was confirmed by Isaiah Litch back in the 19th century. He analyzed the fifth trumpet, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth. And to him was given the key of the bottomless pit, and he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth. And unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion, when he striketh a man. And in those days shall man seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men, and they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails. And their power was to hurt men 5 months. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue has its name Apollyon. Revelation 9:1-11. Isaiah Litch placed its beginning on July 27th, 1299 AD, with the first invasion of Osman I into the then Christian region of Nicomedia in present-day Turkey. The end of it is shown in the prophecy itself. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. Revelation 9:5. According to the interpretation of prophecy by the a day for a year principle, see Numbers 14:34 and Ezekiel 4:6, this results in the following overview. The beginning was, as already mentioned, dated to 27th of July in the year AD 1299. The duration was 5 months. 5 times 30 days equals 150 days, which equals by the a day for a year principle 150 years, because it's prophecy. The end results in the 27th of July 1449 after the 5 months. In Revelation chapter 9, the 6th trumpet begins immediately after the 5th trumpet. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before God, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, Loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the 4 angels were loosened, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of man. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these 3 was the third part of men killed, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouths, and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk, neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. Revelation 9:13-21. There is a special time prophecy here. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of man. Revelation 9:15. Using this time prophecy, Josiah Litch calculated the fall of the Ottoman Empire to the exact day before it took place. An overview helps here. The start was 27th of July 1449, after the end of the 5th trumpet as previously shown. The duration was hour, day, month, year, see Revelation 9:15, which equals 1/24 of a day. This is the hour, 1 day for a day, 30 days for the month, and 360 days for the year, and it equals 391 days and 1/24th day. Due to the a day for a year principle in Numbers 14:34 and Ezekiel 4:6, because of the prophecy, the 391 and 1/24th of a day equals 391 years and 15 days. The end results in 11th of August in 1840, after the 391 years and 15 days. On this very day, the de facto fall of the Ottoman Empire occurred through the surrender of its independence to European states through the Treaty of London in 1840. Also, this treaty had already been signed on July 50th. On 1840, it only came into force on August 11th, 1840. The special thing about it is that Josiah Litch was able to calculate this date before it happened by calculating the trumpets in Revelation, which is also known as the classical interpretation. There are numerous records that he communicated his calculated date to the public about a week before the fulfillment of the prophecy. By fulfilling the date, Josiah Litch was able to show that a date for a year principle is valid in prophecy. Another example shows that a day for a year principle applies to prophecy. And this example is the reign of the little horn in Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until the time and times and the dividing of time. Daniel 7:25. Here it is described that this little horn will reign for a time, times, and half a time. This results in 1 time plus 2 times plus half a time, which equals 1 year plus 2 years plus half a year, which equals 3.5 years. And if we calculate it in days, we have to multiply by 360. So the result is 1260 days. The a day for a year principle also results because it is applied because of prophecy, and so 1260 days equal in this matter 1260 years. This time of reign of the little horn has been fulfilled exactly to the year. As this is a study in its own right, it will be dealt with in a separate video. Even today, there are many prophecies that are being fulfilled right now before our eyes, and many have desired to see. For verily, verily, I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Matthew 13:17. You too have the possibility to see and hear these prophecies right now. For more information, see the video description. Do you listen to God's voice?